And you've probably already hurt me by the time you find out who I actually am.
Indeed, everyone has definitely heard of Katt Williams by now for breaking the internet with his allegations and juicy controversies. But if anyone thinks he's about to take on a hiatus after that, they are wrong. This comedic legend has more on his plate, making people crave for more. And without mercy, Katt exposes fellow comedians and their deceitful behaviors in the industry, starting with Cedric the Entertainer. As far as everyone remembers, Katt called out Cedric for copying his best joke of all time. Going back to memory lane, the tea started a year ago when Cedric told Shannon Sharpe in an interview that he didn't steal Katt's joke. He said that the idea of the joke didn't make any sense with unmatchable timelines. Cedric claimed that he had seen Katt multiple times, but the latter hadn't said a word about it, so he left it at that. However, Katt had a different story to tell, which eventually sparked controversies.
He thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
Katt explained that he had done this particular joke twice on BET's Comic View since 1998. It wasn't a random joke for Katt that anyone could take ownership, as he had done his best crafting it with the help of Mark Curry. And it goes something like this. However, he didn't expect that a certain visitor would come to his show and take an interest in his piece. It was Cedric. And what did Katt find out after 2 years? Cedric used it as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy.
He's just changed my car into a spaceship. Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass.
As Katt's revelation exposed Cedric's theft of his material, the latter responded through Instagram, saying, "Revisionist history. Regardless of whatever Katt's opinion, my career can't be reduced to one joke Katt Williams claims is his. I had been in over 40 movies. My specials and brand speaks volumes of who I am." But Katt's mouth just couldn't stop spitting its venom, as he told Sharpe that Cedric never wrote anything despite his claims.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
And what did Cedric have to say to all this? Just recently, ET's Nichelle Turner asked Cedric about the issue. He replied that people get on these blogs, spewing off stuff that's not even factual. He said that he just let the fodder just go out there until he's ready to respond to it.
I am who I am. I stand on that, right?
Absolutely.
For sure.
But Cedric isn't the only one on Katt Williams' list. He had a whole directory of it. Can you guess who these comedians are? How do you think they responded to him? Let's not wait for the juice to dry up, as we're about to dive deeper into Katt's shocking revelations. First on the list is Katt's heated beef with Rickey Smiley. Katt Williams bluntly called out Rickey for saying that the character of Money Mike from the 2022 movie Friday After Next was initially intended for him. Williams was in utter disbelief, as he couldn't even picture Smiley playing that role because he has plenty of Christian fans. Apart from that, he was very certain that Rickey couldn't act.
Your story is the Rickey Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp.
But Katt wasn't finished with his dissing, as he mentioned that he stated in his contract that he wouldn't work with Rickey again unless he wore a dress. Much to anyone's surprise, Smiley did slay in his role as Bernice Jenkins. Whatever his intentions are for saying this, Katt mentioned that Rickey is a more believable actor if he plays a woman.
3 quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus?
How did Rickey react to this? Well, instead of adding more fuel to the fire, Smiley humbled himself. He addressed the issue on his radio show. As a matter of fact, he praised Williams for doing justice to the role of Money Mike. He also felt that he couldn't do it better than Katt did. But not everyone could respond nicely to Katt after being shamed like that. One of those who didn't allow such insults was Michael Blackson. Katt Williams said that most comedians don't get booed enough, which would eventually lead you to Blackson. He also stressed that Michael was faking his African accent.
If you gonna say that, you gotta go to Africa and get a school, dude. Everybody got, you got to put in some work.
Immediately after watching that episode, Blackson posted on X, Katt Williams is a very smart midget. He took shots at the top 10 comedians alive today, so we can all respond and make him relevant again. Shots were definitely fired, but Katt Williams' bullets were still on a roll. One of his targets that could have received a fatal wound is Faizon Love. According to Katt, he would only put comedians who are funnier than him. Anybody who says otherwise is a fat Faizon liar. But where is all this coming from? A month ago, Faizon Love told Boss Talk 101 that having a Netflix special nowadays isn't that special because it isn't hard to get into it.
Dude, now what the it's not hard to get a Netflix special.
This could have given Katt the idea to diss Faizon Love out of his delusional claims. He just couldn't believe that a statement like that would come from a person who doesn't even have a single Netflix special to date.
Faizon said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faizon got?
But Faizon Love stood his ground and told The Art of Dialogue that he thinks Katt Williams is an overrated comedian. He said that he was all mouth and no product. However, the people in the comments of that video seemed to have a good laugh with his statements. One said, "Imagine calling Katt Williams overrated, and you're not rated at all." Another one commented, "I'm still stuck on the fact that he knows all the work of Katt Williams. Let that sink in." It's probably evident by now that Katt Williams has a lot of beef with his fellow comedians. Even the most well-known celebrity entertainers couldn't escape his sharp tongue. Aside from exposing Kevin Hart with his shady relationship with Diddy, Katt Williams also dissed him for his unsuccessful comedy shows. He even branded him as an industry plant. According to Williams, Hart's comedy shows are unremarkable, and not a single one of them sold out. He even expressed his dismay that Hart had to lie about his real upbringing.
No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
But Kevin Hart is just the tip of the iceberg. Even Katt's issue with Cedric the Entertainer is considered a puppy compared to the big dog Steve Harvey. Katt Williams had a lot to spill about Steve Harvey, especially about the part where he stole Mark Curry's joke. Not only that, but Harvey couldn't seem to create an original piece that he also copied Williams. Hold on to your seatbelts because there are receipts. Moreover, it seemed like Steve Harvey had successfully created a facade of a good family man until Katt accused him of pimping his daughter, Lori, to Diddy. Apart from that, he also called out his lies about being homeless when he had been earning $3,000 a day with Mark Curry.
He used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey was never homeless.
And what's the biggest slander Steve Harvey can do to Mark Curry? Steal his craft? In fact, Curry had already exposed him in 2019 during his guesting at the Mike and Donnie show, where he was asked what was his beef with Harvey. Without second thoughts, he responded that Steve used his Halloween piece and made money from it.
Boy doing your material, so he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it, and this is true stuff that really happened to me.
Steve Harvey, of course, denied this. But when compared side by side, the videos you are about to see speak for themselves.
I don't know what we are. I don't know. She didn't tell us. I think we UPS, I guess. I don't know.
That every Halloween, I had the same outfit on. Every year. I just had a brown box. I wasn't nothing sad. I asked my father, could I have a new outfit? And he said, no, just wear the same one. It was just a brown box. And he just told me to tell everybody I was a UPS.
Intriguingly, Steve Harvey does it again, but this time it's with Katt Williams material. The jokes are so identical, it's hard to determine the difference. It's like Harvey used ChatGPT to paraphrase Williams' piece, so it wouldn't look like he actually copied it from him.
This cat is hot. Please put your hands together for Katt Williams.
Saying you are not supposed to be at the gas station making life decisions.
Can't even pump gas like you used to no more.
If you put $15 in your tank, you had time to bond with your vehicle. You had time to put the nozzle in and
put the nozzle in there and hit it.
Set the clicker and look through your car and clean off the dashboard. And
be sitting there talking, be on your phone. Hey, what's happening? Be walking around, cleaning the windshield.
Run in the store and get some Pringles and a Snapper, and it'll still be pumping.
Okay, you go in there, bring me a wine cooler. Bring me a cooler, dog. Not no more.
You can't even turn around good for that son of a bitch click. As soon as you put it in, just click, click.
Get in there and start it up, and you can't believe that damn needle is a quarter tank of gas.
It's not only jokes Steve Harvey was good at robbing, but also movie roles. Well, he tried, but failed. Katt Williams said that he attempted to steal Bernie Mac's character in the movie Ocean's 11. And it's not only Katt who can attest to this. Ed Lover, a radio personality who's close friends with Bernie Mac, backed him up. Even D.L. Hewley confirmed the beef between the two comedians in an interview with DJ Vlad from 5 years ago.
You know, uber successful, and then Bernie started to, because he didn't ever think he would get the opportunity he got. But once he did, America loved him, like we all kind of knew they would. And he decided to go a different way.
Katt Williams stressed even more that Steve wanted the show to be all about himself.
It was Steve's tour. Not it was gonna be called the Kings of Comedy, it was Steve's tour.
And what do netizens have to say about Katt Williams dropping the bomb on everybody? One commented, Bernie Mac was a legend. Notice how everybody's response to Katt has been whack. The late Paul Mooney said the same thing that Katt is talking about in Hollywood. Another one joked, legend has it Steve keeps all stolen jokes hidden in his mustache. And lastly, one observed, Katt for sure said the truth. The fact that he waited this long is a testament to his character. They kept his name in their mouth. He finally had enough and had to respond. Katt getting attacked for defending himself is mind-boggling. What about you guys? Do you think Katt Williams did justice in exposing the dirty and unheard truths of Hollywood comedy? Let us know in the comments.